Okay, hello Starfleet Cooking Academy. Today we are going to be making jambalaya. So the first step is to boil the rice, and we've also got pickling spices and bay leaves. And you're just supposed to put them in the rice water, but here's my tip, is to put them in a tea bag so you're not fishing out bay leaves and stuff later when you're trying to eat the rice. That's going to go in the jambalaya mixture a little bit. Just a little bit of pickling spices. Pickling spices have bay leaves in them also. And all I gotta do is pull the drawstring closed and toss it into here. The water is already close to boiling. And the rice is gonna simmer for 20 minutes. I put a little bit of extra water in there because I'm always burning my rice, and make sure that doesn't catch on fire. And since the rice is always scorching on the bottom of the pan, better to have a little extra water in the jambalaya since it's like a stew. So I'll see you in 20 minutes when the rice is done. Okay, I lied to you. It hasn't been 20 minutes. The rice is still simmering, but luckily I checked the directions and read the recipe more thoroughly again. And my tip is always read your recipe. I never do. I skim through it and think that I've got it, and no. So I have to saute the garlic and the peppers and the onions while this is simmering, and then I'm going to be simmering the tomatoes and stuff for 40 minutes. So if I had ignored that, then my whole timing would have been off. The rice would have gotten all hard and cold while I was waiting. So good thing I noticed that. So right now we're sauteing the garlic. So it's half a stick of butter and 6 cloves of garlic. It's like a buttery garlic soup. I got no idea what sauteing it entails other than just like making it hot. Making sure that the butter is melted. Whatever. So this is jambalaya. It's another recipe supposedly from Sisko's restaurant. There are a lot of changes I made to the recipe because this is one thing I do know. Jambalaya is just a jumble. Like, you can make it with whatever you've got. This is one recipe where mushrooms were optional, and due to all of our recent recipes involving mushrooms, we're fresh out. So no mushrooms in this recipe. It also called for celery, but I don't like celery. It's just nothing. It tastes like nothing. Why put it in there? It's just extra crunchiness that you don't need. So, this is on too hot. And then the tomatoes, it says that there's an optional hot chili pepper that you can put in there. So I got a can of diced tomatoes that includes a chili pepper. It's already like stewed in there with the tomatoes, so skipping a step but still getting the flavor. I was pretty proud of myself. It was on sale at the store too. So food that's on sale is my favorite kind of food. I am not a very discerning chef or eater. Like I said, I'm just doing my best, trying to feed my family relatively healthy stuff. This half a stick of butter isn't really showing that. Okay, I mean, I think that's sufficiently sauteed. Like I said, it's more of like a buttery garlic soup. And then I've already chopped my onions and peppers. You could use any color bell pepper you wanted. I picked yellow. Thought that would be fun because the tomatoes are going to be red. It'll be a very colorful jambalaya stew. So then once the onions are translucent, I'll double check the recipe though, I'm going to set them aside, and then I'm going to simmer the tomatoes and a couple other things for 40 minutes. So I will not make you guys watch me do that. Try and cut down the length of these videos so you don't have to watch every little step. But I'll try to explain it so you can still repeat it at home if you are so inclined. And there's a lot of recipes from the Star Trek cookbook that I'm not doing, either because they involve too much dairy and that I couldn't replace, because we're lactose intolerant, or it just didn't look good to me, or I was worried that I would kill my family because it was shellfish, or like, something that had a lot of dangerous food poisoning risks. So oh, by the way, from the lasagna last week, we did not go insane or grow tails, so obviously I did a great job. But that's not actually a risk of any of these, but E. coli, salmonella, that kind of stuff, always a risk. So I left out a lot of, and there's a lot of drink recipes in the book too, which I'm really not showing most of those. Maybe if we have a party or something, but that would take me like, what, 30 seconds to show you me mixing a drink. Plus, we don't drink, they're mostly alcoholic and we don't drink that much alcohol here. So we'd have to be having a party to make that interesting. All right, so a couple more minutes and then I'll transfer these and put tomatoes in the saucepan and simmer those for 40 minutes. Luckily I was paying attention so that we could get the timing right on this. See you in a bit. Right, so this tomatoes and the bruised cumin seed, that was 2 teaspoons of that. I didn't know how to bruise it, so I just kind of like smushed it a little bit. And I also put in some vegetarian sausage because, come on people, we all know that vegetarian sausage is not good. But mixing it up with some jambalaya, I figure we won't even notice the taste and it'll give some good texture and extra protein into the recipe. So that's been simmering for 40 minutes. Now I'm going to add back the bell peppers and onions and garlic mixture and stir that through so it's back heated. Alright. Mixing all that up. It does smell good. I will give it that. As long as you are familiar with what spices go well together, I think jambalaya is one of those things where you can't go wrong. Just got rice, vegetables, stewed tomatoes, and whatever meat or fish you like. We eat vegetarian a lot. We're having guests over tonight who are vegetarians too, so we usually try to go vegetarian, but every so often we'll throw some fish or some chicken in there, just because my son is 6 and I worry about going completely vegetarian and making sure he gets enough protein to grow big and strong, right? Okay, and then I'm supposed to put a little bit of the sauce in with the rice. I don't know why I'm doing that first. The beauty of a spoonchula. The rice, still didn't put enough water in the rice. The timing of the recipe was off too, the way that they described it. It doesn't all add up, but whatever. And then, I'm mixing the rice in with the jambalaya, and I think that we are done. So this is 1 cup of rice and 2 cups of water. So I wasn't sure that would be enough, but it definitely looks like enough for us. And then I'm also going to be making an endive salad, or endive, I'm not sure. It's apparently very common in Creole cooking. I ordered endives on the internet through the grocery shipping service, and I have no clue which ones they are. I did have a whole bunch of vegetables that came in the shipment, and we'll put them all together and see if it's any good. Alright, so we'll let the jambalaya just kind of like hang out and simmer here. Oh, it's not, no, it shouldn't be simmering anymore. No more. I'll just kind of let it all coalesce, I guess, is what I mean. And then, once it's almost time for dinner, I will make that endive salad. One of the suggestions for the side dish with jambalaya is endive salad. I'm just going to go with that pronunciation because it's popular in a lot of Creole and Cajun cooking. I do not know what endives are. I ordered the suggested lettuce, leek, hearts of palm, fennel, and endive for the salad. So we got just your basic lettuce. It's iceberg because we're not doing romaine right now. We're right at the height of the contamination. So no romaine for us, even though I did eat some last week. So, but I don't have E. coli, I don't think. I seem to be okay, we'll hope. And then I know that I'm pretty sure this is a leek, right? That's what that looks like to me. I can't find the fennel, and I think I took the hearts of palm out of the cart for the shipping service because it was so expensive, and I was like, I'm not paying $8 for a salad that my son is going to say, oh, I don't want it, it's gross. So that leaves this is the endive. Maybe, you guys tell me, maybe the shopper got it wrong, maybe I put the wrong thing in, but that's That's my guess through process of elimination. So all I'm doing is chopping all those vegetables up, and then I'm going to toss them in a salad bowl and serve with balsamic vinegar or a vinaigrette dressing. It also suggests sauteed beets, but that is nasty, and I'm not making sauteed beets. No matter how healthy they might be or how much my wife loves them, it's not happening. There's a limit to my love and what I will do. I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. Alright, so I've got some chopped endive here. I'm putting it in with the lettuce. Then I'll chop up the leek and scour the kitchen for what might be fennel. Because I thought it was in there in the shipment, but who knows? Maybe my wife ate it. She might have made a salad with it and not told me. She does that sometimes with the stuff I get for the recipes, and then I can't make the ones that I meant to. So we've got a delicious salad. We've got, I'll show you the jambalaya, because that is looking pretty good. I've got the tea bag in there still that has the spices. You can see right there. And then got the vegetarian sausage. I'm glad I thought to put that in as an addition. I think that'll be some protein. Tomatoes, peppers, rice, onions, garlic, lots of different spices with the pickling spices and stuff. And the cumin. So I'm pretty sure the jambalaya is going to be a hit, at least with the grown-ups who are going to be eating dinner. My son might cry because you can never predict what he's going to cry about with dinner. So that's just 6-year-olds. Thanks for watching. Live long and prosper. I'll let you know the verdict.